I can't believe I made that. That's good, isn't it? I could pretend and say, oh, I had to get a professional in. It's not on my screen. But I did it on my phone. Handy, innit? Didn't even know that was there. If I'd have known that was there, I'd have done that. I'd have done that. Been doing that for the last 2 years. I don't know. And you lot are as bad. You didn't tell me it was there. Right, what we got? Today's raffles are £70 to spend in our eBay shop. A 2020 White Horse of Hanover £5. I'll show you that in a minute. Girl Guides 50p. So we've got 3 of them finishing today. Next week we might have even more than that finishing. Who we got? Belfast first in. Hello Belfast. Hello Kian. Katie. Hello Katie. And Chloe. Hello to Chloe. And Wampaluna. Hello Andy. We've got Andy and Anthony in as well. Fantasticals. That's the one going that finishes today, the White Horse of Hanover. Right. Obviously, it's in a change checker thing. What I might get is one of them. What I might get is one of them pens. We need to get is one of them pens that's the same colour as change checker, like that, right? And then in gold, and then go .com, or put a dash there. That's what I'd do if I got a chance. Danielle Wraithby. Hello, Danielle. Kiss for you. And Belfast. Again. Oh, no, I'll say hello to him. And S. Robbins. Hello. And Angela. Nice to see you too, Angela. Cool. S. Robbins, I'm assuming, is a man. But of course, it could be a woman. So in case you're feeling left out because I didn't blow your kiss, it's because I don't know. One for Nanny. It was my birthday on Wednesday. I was 18. Congratulations, Chloe. 18, and you're here with all us old fogies. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope it was a lovely one for you. I'm just looking at myself in the old thingy. I must get a haircut. Look at that. Must get a haircut. Oh, it's hot. It's a hot day today, isn't it? Hot day. Blimey. I haven't forgotten about you, Angela. What with the old thingy 50p's, the cheap and cheerful ones. I thought I was able to finish more off, you know, more sheets off, but I wasn't. I got where is it? This is my cheap and cheerful pile. And on that one, I've got 3 squares to fill in. And then on this one, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 to fill in. So they're all part filled in. There's about 20 sheets there, part filled in. All the cheap and cheerful in them. So there's 20 sheets of cheap and cheerful 50p's on their way. They're just not filled up yet. I'm still needing more, by the way. I'm still needing more 50p's and £2. I've got a bit of a hold up at the moment because I've got part filled in sheets all over the place. Where I'm waiting, I'm just out of. I need an extra 4 designs, or in that one, or I need an extra 6 designs of £22, or an extra 4 designs of 50p or something to fill the sheets up. See what I mean? So I'm still looking for 50p's. I'm still buying on the basis that I'll give you double if you're spending it in the shop. Okay, cool. Raffles are closing in 15 minutes. And so we know who you're playing against. Right? Let's see if we can just do that. See Can't see that. Do that. Yep. That's better, isn't it? That's a little bit better. A little bit more neat and tidy. I guess I don't get my 500 points on TGBCH anymore. You don't, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, but you don't. Not too sure what's going to happen with the future over that kind of thing, because I'm fully intending to drop the rewards. The ones that are on the Great British Coin Hunt, the swell rewards, the ones you're talking about, I'm looking at dropping them, which is why I've been settling everybody left, right, and centre as quick as I can, because I want them. They cost us too much, and there was a bit of a rip off, really. So for me, not for you, but for me. So I want to try and get rid of them. Don't have to worry about doing too many subliminals now, do I? All the subliminals I get in them little trailers. I'm enjoying making them. But still, you see, but because it's your 18th birthday, I mean, we can't just ignore it completely, can we? Because it's a big one, isn't it, 18th? So I'll still give you the £5. You've got the details for the shop. If you see anything you want, you've got a £5 in hand. Right? That's between me and you, and we can do it by the text as usual. So, so you still got a little something for your birthday, because 18's very sort of, it's a big one, isn't it? RJ's off. 48 hours he's going off. He's going, hello, Orhan Tekemi Tekdemir, how are you? Apologies for having trouble over pronouncing your name. Nice to see you on Facebook. The people that have joined us on Facebook, we're going to have a couple of giveaways today, and that's what we tend to do a lot of now, is giveaways. So if you're new and you don't know what we're doing or anything, nip over quickly to tgbchraffle.com. You're welcome, Orhan. And nip over there quickly. TGBCH, that's T for Tango, G for Golf, B for Bravo, C for Charlie, H for Hotel, TGBCH Raffle, RAFFLE, tgbchraffle.com, where you will see loads and loads of raffles, and every single one of them you get a free entry. But the 3 that are finishing today are the ones that are on the screen. So you've got £70 to spend in our shop, the White Horse of Hanover, which is that coin there, and a Girl Guides, which I will get in a minute. I'll show you. I'll show you that now. Let's get a quick Girl Guides to right one in there. See? And people say this is scripted. I put them down somewhere for safekeeping. I thought I'm just going to put them away there so I know where they are. Now I've forgotten where they are. You're welcome, Chloe. 18's a biggie. Now then, so how many people we got on? So we've got 20 people on. The first bit's just a bit of chirping, because you're going to want to go over and get your last minute tickets. Who you're playing against? So who you're playing against, I've won 2 now. And quite rightly, I should think, you're all wondering, all right, so and we've got the first sale today. So you're going to be wondering, all right, so where's this money going then? So when I win, anytime I win, no matter what I win, no matter how small it is or how big it is, Chris will immediately put it up for auction, starting at a penny. And that's what he's going to do. I'm just looking for my glasses. So that's what Chris is going to do. He's going to stick them up in auction for a penny. And then, whatever they go for, sorry, I was looking for my coin cleaner, which I use on my glasses sometimes, my coin cloth. So, whenever I win, it goes straight up in auction, and then the money goes to, I'm going to buy food with it, and it's going to go to the Weymouth Food Bank. which is run by the Baptist Church. I was talking to them yesterday, and I was trying to explain to them what we're doing, but I don't think they was getting it. But I said to them, it don't matter. It don't matter that you don't understand it. The point is, the important point is, like, this is what we're doing, me and my customers, because they're going to be paying for it. And so I just wanted to touch base. And what I wanted to find out was, are there things that you would rather not have in favour of things that you just don't get? You know, because I'm imagining that they would get overloaded with things like pasta and beans and things like that, you see, which is actually true, which is the case. They get inundated with things like, and if you're ever thinking about putting any food into the food bank trolley, right? Done it again, didn't I? That wasn't me farting, that's me leather chair. Just one sec, I'll get the list. One sec. I should have all these things ready. Right, so if you're ever thinking of donating to the food bank, just in your own local, wherever, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you're going shopping and you're thinking, oh, I might put something in a food bank trolley, right? We all tend to, you know, naturally people will go for things like pasta and stuff like that. When what they need is they get overloaded with pasta. They get more pasta to food banks than they can handle, actually. What they don't get is pasta sauce. People go in and give them the pasta because the pasta is cheap, but the pasta sauce is expensive. So the food banks, the kind of stuff that the food banks actually go out and buy is tinned meat of virtually any kind, tinned veg, especially carrots, because apparently the one veg that everyone's children eats is carrots. Coffee, they rarely get coffee. Pasta sauce. And then the people that are in the most need are the ones obviously without any cooking facilities, right? So you can imagine that is the bottom of the socio-economic ladder, isn't it? When you haven't even got a cooker or cooking facilities. And so the other thing that they could do with for those people is all the instants. So of course you've got things like pot noodles, pot rice, pot this, pot that, pot whatever. So anything that you can make a dinner with a boiling kettle, because some people have only got a kettle, that's what they're urgently looking for. And I have no doubt whatsoever that whatever applies here is going to apply in your town. So if you do if you are one of those people that every now and again puts in a food trolley, it's worth remembering this, writing a couple of these down. Tinned fruit and cream rice, any kind of dessert really that you can get that's in a tin or whatever that lasts. And those are the ones that they've said to me. It's not that many items, but those are the ones they've said to me. This is the stuff that we have to go out and buy. So out of the actual money we raise, we go out and buy this stuff. So if we can get any of this stuff donated, we're over the moon. So there you go. That's got to apply to you as well, wherever you live. Tin meat, tin veg, coffee, pasta sauce, and your instants, anything with a kettle, right? Tinned fruit, any kind of afters in a tin. Rather than just say tin fruit, tin rice, semolina, all the rest of it, any kind of afters in a tin. Because they do like to be able to give afters out. So that's who I'm playing for. I'm playing for the Weymouth Food Bank. And we have our first winner, which is, where did I write? It is, if you're watching, I don't know if you're watching, but it is Danny Lee Summers. So Danny, if you're watching, Danny Lee Summers, you're the man that wins the Sea King helicopter, I believe. That'll be the packaged coin Sea King helicopter that you've just won. So that will be going off to you. I'm looking around in case I've got it with me, but no, as usual, I didn't have everything ready. The only one I've got is a white horse. All the others are here, there, and everywhere. Still trying to tidy up, still trying to sort out. Anyway, Danny Lee Summers, so you won the auction, £14.51. And that means that we've got our first amount of money to spend, £14.51. So with that £14.51, and my extra bit will be like not you know, not taking off any fees or anything like that. So actually the whole £14.51 will get spent, and probably I'll add a little bit to it as well, but couple of bobs. But that's how much is going to get spent, and I'll spend it on exactly what it is that they're asking for. Mind you, it won't buy much coffee, will it? You've got to go somewhere if you want to give, Christ, you've got to go somewhere if you want to give 500 people a tin of coffee each, or a jar of coffee each. How much is a jar of coffee now? It's got to be 2 or 3 quid, isn't it? 3 or 4 quid? 500 quid gone, poof, just to give 100 people a jar of coffee each. And it's funny, you know, there's a funny thing about the food bank. I found out, oh, obviously I'm not going to mention their names, but I found out that someone that we know who goes to the food bank. And that upset me a little bit, because I was thinking, I'll break my back to them. Well, why don't they let us know? But of course, that's a problem, isn't it? That's the problem. Too embarrassed. You know, too embarrassed to let your mates know. I'm so skint, I ain't got enough money for food. Too embarrassed to let people know, your friends and your relatives and all of that kind of thing. And I totally understand that. And so that's, but I found out, you know, but, you know, you can't expect people to tell you, can you? People won't do it. They're going to go and, depends where you get it from, Ian. This is true. This is true. I mean, we'll have a little look in Sainsbury's. We'll have a little look in Aldi. We've got an Aldi here. And we've got a, what's the other one? Lidl. We've got a Lidl here as well. I think we've got 2 Aldis actually. Pardon me. I'm just not a lover of Aldi quality. When they first opened many years ago, and they first opened one in Peterborough, open stand ground in Peterborough, I was down there, like, you know. And it wasn't very long before I suddenly didn't want to go down there anymore. It's a great place to go when you're literally skint. When you've got to watch the pennies, Aldi, Lidl, great place to go. But I honestly don't know many people that are all right for money and still shop in Aldi or Lidl. You know, maybe that's me being istic of some description. I don't know. It's not meaning to be. But, you know, I don't care what anybody says. You open up a tin of Heinz baked beans or a tin of Cross and Blackwell baked beans, and you open up a tin of Aldi or Lidl baked beans, and it ain't the same. Nanny Sue says, I have to say, I've had to use them myself on a couple of occasions. It is embarrassing at times. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be one of the most embarrassing things you could go to a friend about, really. And you would automatically, if we were all sitting around having a cup of coffee, probably all be going, oh yeah, if it was me and I was skint, I'd go and tell my friend and he'd give me some food. Actually, though, would you? Would you really tell your friend or the people that you're supposed to be considered friends? Would you really go and tell them? And how would you bring that up into the conversation even without sounding like you're begging? How do you even get there in the conversation? It's a lovely day we're having today, mate, isn't it? It's a beautiful day. I'm ever so skint. I've got no food in the cupboard and I don't know what I'm going to do. How do you bring it in? So I get that. And so we're going to do our bit. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do our bit. I'm going to come up with like the ideas like this. And you're going to come up with the money. We're going to extrapolate that money off of you. Prize it out of your purse. We go hold a Nanny Sue's purse. And prize it open with a crowbar. Get it open and get that money out. Right. Here's Marco, Teodosia, he's in. Hello, Marco. We creep up on Marco, get his wallet, get the pliers out. Open it up. That was my tea nearly went for a burn. I've done a load of adverts, and over on the YouTube, right, there's a playlist for adverts, and there's a playlist for competitions as well. But in the playlist for adverts, I am going to be coming along at some point, me and Chris, at some point, not yet, but at some, there's been loads to do, but at some point we're going to come along just for a little couple of meaningless giveaways, meaningful giveaways, or whatever way you want to call it. Could have been a slip of the tongue. We'll pick out on some of those advert videos, and then we'll just put the wheel on to pull a comment out and make them a winner for something or other. So it will be worth your while. It's the only hint I'm going to give you. It will be worth your while getting comments on those videos. Let me tell you. Don't any of you moan at me in the future and you go, "Oh, you didn't say, Ian, and otherwise I'd have done it." I'm telling you now, so you can go on and do it. So, but it's not going to be yet, but you've got a bit of time. But so go and get some comments on, you know, just a make them relative to the video. Do you know what I mean? And that'll be cool. As long as they're relative to the video, that's all right. And for the moment, we'll stick to one each. Do we really want more than one comment on a video? That caused us a lot of problems last time, didn't it? I mean, it was great. And it was quite good fun, but then we got to a point where it wouldn't load all the comments anyway, when Chris tried to do the draw. Do you remember? That's a fair point, Anthony, and maybe Chris and I can have a little chat about that to see if it's even possible. But I don't know if that's possible. Maybe it is. Maybe we've got. I'll have to ask, because we haven't talked about that bit, have we, Chris? Whether or not the facility is there to just go, boom, and end it, and then whoever's winning it is the winner. But yes, that would be a good idea, because if we can do that, then in this last few minutes we can go, right, we're going to make someone a winner now. Anybody want that coin? Might get an extra couple of quid. It might get an extra 3 tins of beans. We might get an extra jar of pasta sauce out of it. It's a good idea, Anthony. Over the year, we might make extra on each one to pay for a whole load of shopping. Who knows? That's a good idea. 1 comment per video. Advert videos, 1 comment per video. Let's settle on that. Yes, good idea. Both of them think that, and I think that's a good idea. I was a sort of, you know, so yeah, good idea. 1 comment on each. So on those advert videos, in fact, when you're bored and you've got nothing to do, make sure you've left a comment on every single one of our videos, because I'm going to do that as future goes on. And every now and again, I'm going to pull a video and we'll go and get a comment on it. And because it doesn't matter if it's got 10 comments by the same person, all we got to do is just, all Chris has got to do is tell the thing to just include the people, 1 person, 1 comment. So I will be doing that, just random little draws, and we'll drop like a couple of quid's worth of points in your account to go and buy some free tickets with and stuff like that. That's what we've been talking about doing. Hello, Tess. Nice to see you. So let's have a look. Right. I'm going to take that number there. So there's a little giveaway for you. It's just a little free giveaway. And it's the reason it's a little giveaway is because I was having a little tidy up. So I'm just going to spring it on you. I was having a little tidy up and I come across this, and I don't want it. It's no good to me. It's got a little mark. Can you see? It's got a little mark on it. It's where the, what you call this, the vinyl, whatever, has come off a little bit. Like maybe something stuck to it and it's pulled a bit of the thing off. Anyway, so it's not perfect. It is marked. Can you see along the top there? It's marked there. It is only a cardboardy thing, but it's for your A to Zs, and it's a change checker one. And it's got a list on the back of what they are. You know, D, double-decker bus, why, going on order, and so on. So, but it's only a little freebie. I'm just going to chuck it in an envelope and put a large stamp on it. So if you like that, a number between 0 and 100, I've written the number down. We have mentioned that number. So I've written the number down, and just, have a go as many times as you like. Just type it in if you want this. If you don't want this, then the screen will stay blank. But if you like that, have a go. And that's a little free giveaway for your 10p's. There you go. So we have a couple of people on it. Lovely. You're not paying much attention though, are you? Because are those the numbers I've mentioned today? Put that in there. Oh, look. Okay. I see a number. I see a number. Stop. I have Kian, but we'll have a little double check, little steward's inquiry. But S. Robbins has got number 25 and Kian's got number 14, and I wrote down number 14, which is 14 pounds. What we got for the video, for the coin. So Kian looks to me like the one with the first number 14. So that'll go to you, Kian. Thanks very much. Just put a sticker on it for him. And then Kian, there we go. We'll get that off to you. Can't set auction to end during the stream. It's set in days to run, and to get it to end, we would need to know Ian won the raffle before it has been drawn. I get what you're saying. That's all right. We'll just carry on as we are. It was a good idea if it was possible, but if it's not possible, there you go. I know on eBay you can do it, but of course you can't. Other softwares that have got auction softwares aren't always the same as eBay. With eBay, you can just end it and choose to make the current winner the winner. So you can set an auction for 10 days on eBay, and then after 2 days you can just decide to end it and have the highest winner at the time. But not every place has that. Was Angela close then? No. Oh yeah, she had number 14 as well. Well done, Kian. Okay, so that's there for you. Probably won't go off until Monday, Kian, because it's Friday now. Another 3 shares went this morning on changechecker.org. I think there are only 22 or something like that left on eBay. And I think there's about 20 left on Payhip. So anybody out there is thinking about getting a couple, steam in there. What was I going to say? Yeah, if anybody wants to use up any of what they're owed on shares, they can do. I don't mind that. I mean, at the end of the day, what I want to do is get the shares sold. I don't mind if it comes off people's owings or whether or not it's cash. It doesn't have to be cash. Cash is more preferable. It's lovely, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so cool. That was a little giveaway there. And now and again I'll find little things like that, and it'll be like, well, it's not worth me selling. It's not worth me doing anything with. So let's give it to somebody. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that really needs to go to somebody because I can't use it and I don't want it. I'm talking about a stamp. But the stamp is too big. If you look at the sheets that I'm putting together, there's no way that stamp is going to fit in any of them pockets. So it then becomes completely useless to me. So things like that, you know. Oh! Little thank you. Got to say a little thank you to Brian. Thank you, Brian. He sent me some. He sent me some of these. You know, we were talking about these change checker cards the other day, and what stamp is it? It's what did I just do with it? Where'd it go? Where's it gone? What happened to it? I don't know. It was here a minute ago. What have I done with it? It can't disappear. Come on. Have a look. Don't know, but I found a different one. How does that work? The one I had in my hand, I can't find. But I've got another one. See, that's again, that's different. It's a different stamp, but there's no way it's going to fit in them pockets. And I'm selling them all in the sheets, so that's not going to be any good to me. So we'll give that one away as well at some point. But I don't know what I've done with that other one now. Otherwise, I could put it in the same packet. Never mind. We'll put it down there, and we'll probably lose that one as well. Katie Gibson, I'm trying to start to build up my stamps. Oh, right. Okay, well, keep looking then, Katie, and make sure you get your go in them 3 drawers. Because I've also included a couple of sheets of stamps in these latest big bundles of coins. So like the bundle of coin, well, not prize bundle that I've put up. One of them's got a pair of cufflinks in even. They're about 500 quid's worth retail value. So, I mean, easy worth sticking your name in for free. But I don't know where the other one is. But anyway, so we'll give those away as well, bits and pieces, odd things like that. Brian sent me these. So now I've also got a Benjamin Britten, a WWF, and a cycling. And what have I got over here? Benjamin Bunny, Sir Isaac Newton, cycling, D-Day. So we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've got 2 cyclings. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6. 6. Ian, could I donate my £250 win back to you? I'm sure you didn't mean to write pain, or it's been a pain probably, and trying to navigate from my phone. And I've tried and tried. I'm lost, so I'd like to donate it back to you. Okay, well, that's marvellous, but I wouldn't want you to donate it back to me just because you're having a problem using it. I'd rather help you use it so that you could use it. If you're prepared to donate it back, S. Robbins, if you're prepared to donate it back, how about I send you that? Have you got one of those? Jeremy Fisher colour silver proof. Have you got one? I'll send you that, so you've actually got a win, and then I will use that 250 quid, and I'll raise some money with it. I'll raise some money with it for the food bank. Does that work for you? If that works for you, give us a thumbs up and send me a text with your address on it. That's just fine, thank you. Cool. Send me a text with your address on it, and just I'm just saying this because you know you might have to sign for it, whatever. If S Robbins is not your real name, give me your real name. I won't say it on here, but give me your real name so I can make sure it's on the package. Right? I'll put S Robbins on here. S Robbins. Okay, now what to do with it? How to raise a bit of cash with that? What's the best way to do it? See, I could put it up, 250 quid up in an auction to spend, but I don't know if that's the best thing to do, or put it in a raffle. I know what we'll do. Let's stick it in a raffle. Let's stick it in a raffle, Chris. £250 to spend. So we'll have that. And because it's already spent and it's already donated, let it just run for a couple of weeks or a week, whatever you fancy. A couple of weeks. And then we'll get that out to you. You can have that. That sorts that out. You feel like you've got something out of it then. You feel like you've got a win. And you get to have done some real good, which is nice. And so do I. I do have an account with Ian, my real name and address. Cool. It's just that Chris handles the raffle site, so I don't have anything to do with the admin of the raffle site. But if you've got my number, to save me, you know, messing about with Chris, it's a lot easier. If you've got my number, just whack me off a text, give me your address, and then it's nice and easy. Okay, that's that. Oh, Chris has got the details. Cool. Chris will give me the details then. I was just trying to save Chris the work of messing about. Okay, so that's cool. We make sure everybody's happy at the Great British Coin Hunt. We make sure everybody gets something. Now, about these cards, because I've now got my own little sort of fundy-raisy thing that we're going to be raising a few quids for, right? Now I know where it's going to go. If any of you happen to have any cards that you don't want, right? And when I say don't want, I mean over and above what you might use for swapping or selling. I don't want you to give me a card that you can get some good money with. But if you've got cards and you don't want them because you've got extras and all that, or you can't be asked to swap and sell them, right? And you've got extras. If you let me have them, we'll make up a set. And if we get to make up a set, then what I'll do is each time we make up a set, we'll put it up in auction on our site, on Chris. We'll put it up with Chris. We'll put it up in auction, and then whatever money we get for it, we'll give to the. We'll go and buy food with it. So, any of those that you've got, by all means, send them in. I think it was Marco. Was it Marco? Was it you that sent me those coins? I've got a box outside and it's got coins donated coins in it, and I think that might have been you. So I just want you to know, okay, email do, yeah, that's fine. Email's fine. You got my email address in there. Not to TGBCH, send it to emplambert@me.com and then I'll get it. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah. So that's what we'll do with these, and we'll see if we can raise an extra few quid for the old food bank. Quite like that, because then I'll have a little look, see what I can get with the money. Okay, so that's that. That's them talked about. Oh, that's what I was mentioning. List of draw order. Girl Guides £70 and White Horse. Girl Guide £70. White Horse. We could even put that £250 one up for a month. Well, I'll leave it up to you anyway. Do you need any 2008 Lion 10p's? Yep, I do. I do. Need all that kind of stuff. Yes, it was Marco. I want to say. Right, let's get some envelopes. All the other prizes I think have been sent out. A couple of you got in touch to say you'd received them. So, first one is Girl Guides. This is for the Girl Guides, and you're playing against me. Come on. The first one is for a Girl Guides 50p, which will either be in a change checker packet or it'll be cut out of that raw meat set. Can't remember. Aaron Milton. Well done, Aaron. Girl Guides. What's the next one? £70. Excuse me. Come on, Ian. Get in. Ah, oh, bloody Chris Dyer won it again. £70, Chris Dyer. You've won more times than I have, Chris. I've only won twice. You've won about 5, I think. So that was a £70 to spend, and now we got the White Lion, £5. Few more people on this one. Come on, Ian. Ian. Ah, it's a fix. Bloody Bobby Anderson. Well done, Bobby. Let's see. It's yours. And Danny Lee Summers is the Sea King. I'm just reading a quick text. It's from Angela, and she says, I didn't see your comment. She said, I don't know if you saw my comment. No, I didn't. I missed it. what do you think of my new logo? And it's a picture of her new logo. Could you give, she's had this done for her by, who's done that? I know Niece did it. And she's got a business called Designs Lounge on Instagram. No, it might be doing it that way. But anyway, you probably can't see it too well, but that's Angela's business card. See? So yeah. So shout out on the Instagram there to what's her chops? Designs Lounge. There's a little plug. Designs Lounge. Cool. I need to go back on, otherwise I can't see what you're saying. Chris has got Rob's details. He's USA. That's no problem. Don't matter. We'll still get it over to you. Okay, so that's all that done. Yes. We've got some of them. What else have I got to tell you about? Anything else I've got to talk to you about? Apart from the meaning of life and fixing the problems of the world, which I just don't have time to do. Too busy. But yeah, that's good, that is. I'm after getting, some of you might have wondered why I haven't got on to the COAs much. You might, and I've talked to people who have thought, oh, I thought you'd been that idea. No, I haven't been it. I'm still going to do it. It's just that what I was trying to do, and I had somebody helping me, but it didn't seem possible. I want to be able to make the COA small enough to either fit in one of these squares, or Change Checker do that other sheet, don't they? And it's got, I think it's got 9 space for 9 carded coins. They've got bigger pockets. Whether or not maybe it could be in the COA could be in one of those, but I'll prefer it to be on a sheet, and then you can have it sitting behind the coin. So you can have the coin in a sheet and the COA sitting behind it. You just need something, you know, because I thought that, and I still do, I think that the big COAs, they're just too big. I mean, who wants something that big? Well, you know, I've seen a couple of you the way you're storing them in proper folders and proper plastics and all the rest of it, but you know, let's face it, most of us ain't proper. Most of us don't do things properly. Most of us do things lazy, and we tend to put it somewhere for now. I'll put it in an envelope and I'll put it in a drawer for now. I'll sort it out later. And then 30 years goes by and nobody knows what it is or where it is. So I would like to try and do it. That's what I want to do, is I want to put it in there. And I'm also trying to get a big something to go behind me here. But I ain't got there yet. I've got to get some more 50p's first. Like I said, I'm short of 50p's. I've got to get some more 50p's first. So I need a little bit more money to go and buy a couple more shares. The ones that hold those Change Checker cards in, says Nanny. That's the ones. So either these squares or those big ones that Change Checker use. That's what I'd like to make the COA in. And get it printed up. So I just have a box of COAs and then I'll write on it what it is. Thanks very much, S. Robbins. That's really cool. Thank you so kindly. Says it wasn't the frustration, it's wanting to give back. I am very happy to do this for the Great British Coin Hunt. And the old food bank will be very appreciative, let me tell you. And we'll see what we raise in that particular. Is there any way, Chris, of us... is there any way of us knowing... Yeah, like a business card COA, that's quite right. Is there any way of, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Is there any way of us knowing how much is actual cash and how much is free entries when it comes to an individual raffle? I'm going to guess you're going to say no. there's no way of telling. But I thought I'd ask, so just tell me, confirm that it probably isn't. Because if we can't discern, then I can't put that £250 up as a raffle. So if so, I'm just wondering whether or not. Yes, possible, but not simple. Okay. Yes, possible, but not simple. All right, I'll have a little think about that then. We'll have a little think about that on what to do. If it's going to be too much trouble, don't bother. I'm just thinking we'll just put it up in auction. If it's too much trouble, and then that's just nice and easy then. So I'll let you have a little think about that, Chris, and then you can let me know. And then when we come on Tuesday, we can tell S. Robbins and everybody else what we're doing in order to raise on that. Okay, that is cool. I put up a video about people getting told off. Go and have a look at that video. I thought it was quite good. I liked it. And there's a video up there that says onwards and upwards, and that one is going to be, I just don't know when the draw date's going to be on that yet. I might leave it till Christmas or I might leave it before, but that one's all about sharing and leaving a comment. So, you know, leave a comment on that on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram on the actual proper clip, and we'll pick 3 winners out for that. And that's it. That's us done, I think. I think that's us done. 16:53. Let's have a little giveaway to finish off the day, shall we? Let's have that. Yeah, why not? If you think you can work it out, yeah, all right. Split the prize, do 125 in auction, 125 in the raffle, and that way we've got 2 bites of the cherry. That's what Chris is going to do. That's what I was looking for. That's a change checker thing, and they do pockets to take that, don't they? They do a sheet like this. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I thought that's how it went. 3, 6, 9. But yeah, I know it's possible to do something like that, so maybe we could do business card size. I do want to do something like that. And I was still looking for that other stamp, and that daft. I put it down, and it's got legs and walked. It's grown a pair of legs, and it's buggered off. That's really strange how that kind of thing happens. Does that happen to you much? You put something down, you know you put it there, you turn around, 5 minutes later, you go back, it's not there. And then we blame things like, oh, I know what you could put up as well, Chris. Can you do a raffle for a week till next week? People can, again, you know, you don't have to put money in it. You can just put thingies in it. You can just put your free voucher code in it, but you can also spend money. But put a raffle up for a ring, right? Choice of a ring next week and for next Tuesday, and we'll have one of those going. That'll be handy. Ian, look in Kian's parcel. No, it's just a compliment slip that I put in there. I'm flipping at it. I hate it when that's like, it just, you know, it was there, and then all of a sudden it ain't there. Ah, got it. There it is. That was was the other stamp. Channel Tunnel. So, let's have, I'll write a number down. And if you'd like to win that stamp, right, if you'd like to win that stamp, the Channel Tunnel one, give me a number between 1 and 100, between 0 and 100. There you go. And if you pick the same number as me, you can have a stamp. Come on, Angela, get punching those numbers in, one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. It's an unusual stamp, that is. It's a really unusual stamp, and it's an unusual size as well. I mean, it's, I can't see it, can you? How's that? It's a couple of hands and all that European, whatever it is. Oh, there's the numbers coming in. Come on, Angela, you're not writing fast enough, look. Angela, look. Angela, pay attention, Angela. Angela, pay attention. You're not paying attention, Angela. Pay attention. You see, I mean, even when you've got the man himself trying his hardest. Right, stop there. The winner is HMS Belfast. He's got number 41. And why did I choose number 41, Angela? Because I kept saying to you, Angela, look, look, Angela, look. Can you see there what's underneath my finger? I kept saying, Angela, Angela, look, look. See, I tried to unfairly help you, Angela, and you still wasn't there. Stop, stop, stop. So we have got Belfast. He was the first one to get it. And then this one here, which is a London, thank you, Mother. It's the International Stamp Exhibition. It looks to me like neither of these stamps, by the way, are, it doesn't look like they are unused. It looks like they're new. But anyway, this one is the International Stamp Exhibition. And it commemorates London 1900. This isn't an original stamp, because if it was, it would never have 50p on it. That's very kind of you, Belfast. Thank you very much. Belfast has won it to give to Angela, and Angela wants to give it to Katie. So that's that one. Angela was trying to win it for Katie. So what I'll do is we'll pass that on to Katie then. Is that what you'd like to do, Belfast? If Chip Doody Coins wants that, we'll give that to send it off to Katie then. If Angela was going to try and win it for Katie, and then what we'll do is we'll put that one in for Katie as well, because that is an unusual one. That is Katie. And then, on top of that, I have a little something special for you, Katie. I was saving this. I don't know why I was saving it. I was just saving it because I knew I didn't want to take it apart. I've never seen this one like this before. Yeah, I'm sure they made hundreds of millions, but. So what you've got is you've got like a big outer sheet, which is all part of it, part of the picture. See? So you've got the picture, all part of the outer sheet. and then you've got 4 individual stamps in the middle. See that? Industrial archaeology. So we'll include that for Katie as well, because that's a bit sort of special. That's a bit different. I mean, you wouldn't want to take Stamp World London 1990. You wouldn't want. That's what this was done. You wouldn't want to take those stamps out of there and use them, and you wouldn't want to take them out of there and put them in your album. You'd want to put the whole thing in your album. And because of that, that's the reason why I'm not doing anything with them, because they're too big for the sheets. So I'm going to stick that in there. And thank you, Fran. I'm going to stick those in there. Katie. There you go. And Katie got a little something today, so we'll just do an envelope, or I'll forget. Alrighty then. Thanks very much to everybody. There's a nice little few bits and bobs that are unusual. They're not. I'm not saying they're worth anything as such. Obviously they'll be worth a couple of quid each, but they're not worth like hundreds or anything like that. But they are unusual, and that's something nice to have in your collection, and it's something unusual. Especially when you get unusual sizes on stamps, they're more likely to end up getting used than saved. Alrighty then, thanks very much to everybody. We're over time. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I will get on to these over the course of the weekend, probably Monday. I'll leave all the posting until Monday, and then I'll come in here and have a couple of hours catching up. In the meantime, go and have a look at the raffle site. Make sure you're in all the new competitions. I'm in there. I'm in all of them. And we'll play against each other again on Tuesday. Thanks so much, everybody. And have a glass of bubbly Chloe for your birthday. Bye, everyone. See you later. Thank you very much for joining.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.